Michelle from All-in-One Life Coaching. And again, we have a new question.
So we had someone write in and they were asking about forgiveness.
Okay.
And the scenario was, when someone's deeply hurt them, how can they move forward and forgive them when they're coming from a place of hurt?
Okay, so it's a big subject. From a well-being perspective first, from a well-being perspective and understanding that every human being born, every human taking part in this life experience is born from a place of well-being. We're born pure and with gratitude. We're born with trust and already loving. Our life experience is what causes us to become. Our life experience is what causes us to go from point A to point B. And depending how or what environment we're raised in, so for example, for people who are raised in fun-loving, carefree environments, they just tend to have a better emotional understanding and just simply have more fun in life. But for those people who are born into questionable situations where maybe there's abuse or alcoholism or a lot of fear or poverty or just worry or illness, when we're raised in that, we sort of get conditioned to a vibrational state that will match that. So worry and fear and all of those things, which we know are well below satisfied, the laws of the universe are responding to that. The laws of the universe are bringing us life experiences that match that energy state that we're in. So when we can remember, just even for a second, that human beings simply do not behave opposite of where they are. So humans who are feeling good and in love and appreciating and have gratitude for life in general, they're not kicking the dog, so to speak. They're just simply having fun and taking part in the well-being. But life experiences happen. And if something traumatic happens to us, if we lose something or experience loss and we don't have an ability to understand that that emotional feeling of loss is separating us from the purity that we are, then when we take action from that state, we're going to use words that are hurtful. We're going to even sometimes do physical things that can cause damage. We just simply don't behave from a loving state when we're angry. We don't. And when the human can recognize the emotional state of anger and make a conscious decision that, wait a minute, this is an emotion that I don't particularly enjoy, there's got to be a better one, and we go find it, then we instantly feel better without needing to forgive. Because when we simply remember that human beings behave in ways that match their energy state, when people are worried and in fear or want to place blame and have guilt, then we often lash out. And for those of us who may have parents out there that we deem weren't particularly good parents because maybe they were absent or maybe they drank or maybe they hurt their children, there is one thing we can know, and that is just they didn't wake up in the morning going, today's a good day for me to be miserable. They didn't. They woke up in the morning, had some thought about yesterday or maybe tomorrow, some worries, got themselves into an emotional state so that if there were screaming kids in the kitchen, you may have gotten smacked or yelled at. It wasn't from a place of well-being. It was from a place of annoyance or anger, simply because the human didn't know that when they were having those emotions that didn't feel good, they had an opportunity to go somewhere else. But that really has to be the desire of the human. The human has to be the one that's willing to acknowledge that we don't have to love what hurt us. That's actually ridiculous to even try to convince people to do. That doesn't even make sense. Why would you? But one thing we can do is find a way to go to a place of understanding that humans behave exactly the way they do from what they're feeling. So when we're angry, we lash out, we point the finger, we might even swear, we might put holes in the wall, we might have road rage in traffic. But those same emotions can also happen when we're in fear, when we're in worry, when we're in concern, when we're in blame, when we're in anything that doesn't feel good. We kind of just open ourselves up to that negative energy stream. And you can't manage your thoughts. You can't. Humans just have too many of them in a day. But you can imagine or handle and work on your emotional state, and you can pay attention to where you are, and you know by how you feel. And the second we feel hurt, it means it's because of whatever it is we're looking at is giving us an emotional response to have that connection to it, hurt connection. We can't ask you to look at that and not feel hurt. That's just silly. But again, we're going to ask you to look somewhere else. We're going to ask you to look for more pleasing things. What is the outcome that you want? Be kind of what you're wanting out of this life experience. We just simply have to become it. When we understand that people make decisions from places that don't feel good and the outcome is a perfect match to that, then we don't blame them anymore. As a matter of fact, we can give them some freedom for just being the way they are, because we can know that people do not do loving things from bad feeling places. They just don't. So our role in this, let's never join them. When people are not feeling good, let's just make it a choice not to go to their party. Let's do everything we can do to maintain a positive well-being and hope that they come to us. With that, have a great day, everyone. Take care.